Hi, Lisette. I am going to give you some feedback on your whole portfolio as far as I can go, just to kind of, you might have made some changes. So you've given yourself grades for each of these little areas, which I think is a useful attempt. Um, uh, okay, so here's the draft that you did here. It's kind of a short um, review. So it's sort of at that kind of B-ish level. I'm just trying to make sure that you give me good reasons for not good reasons, good information about what you did in the Gen A activity. It's not clear here. It's pretty short. In terms of your personal project, um, this is missing. So I'm just going to put missing here just so you know. Missing. And then, oops, I stand corrected here. Let me just get rid of that. I see something here in Canva. So it looks like you've done like the whole project here. There's a link to the project, but I don't see a plan. Okay, let's see. Goals, conclusion. Thank you. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't see a plan. I just see a storybook being done in Canva and it looks like you put 10 hours in here. Okay, so I don't see the progress of what you did. So obviously I need a very detailed step by step of what you did, how you did it, what did you spend time. You might be best to create a video here, but you also need a self-assessment and you need to submit that project. In-class contributions are clear and this is clear. So I'd say you're at B plus there. And then I don't see a link to your activity for week 2. So I'm just going to put missing link to, when I say activity, I mean document uh, that was to be produced. So you'd have to take a look at lesson 2 there to see what that was. Moving along, yeah, I don't see anything here about in-class contributions, so that's missing. Let's put that in green. And then nothing. See, there isn't a steady progress here, so that's kind of missing, and there's no reflections. So that's missing as well. So you're kind of moving in the lower B. Well, you've just done the Gen A activity, so really kind of a C act area. Here you've got a more justification, which is pretty solid. You haven't used the prompt here, which you were supposed to, and you're missing the document. So missing document that you were supposed to produce. So there's that. In class, you've given an explanation of what you did, so that's good. And you've got a resource here, three resources. Well, it looks like you copied a whole bunch of resources here. Okay, so you really went to town on resources, so well done. Week 4, you're giving yourself an A here. So what am I seeing? I'm gonna go, um, let's see, I don't see the link here. Oh, here we are. So is this what did you do? You created a video. Great. There's no reflection there at all. So missing reflection. So that wouldn't put you in the A category, right? Because you'd need to make sure you have some sort of reflection. You don't have to use a Gen A prop, but what did you do? What did you learn? Those are the things I want to know. I see nothing here in terms of the project, so this is missing. So again, that wouldn't be at A level. Basically, you produced document in-class contributions are fine. You're putting in a resource. You don't need to do that anymore. So really, this is sort of with missing the reflection. You're kind of at maybe at a B minus. If I put it all together, you're quite capable of doing higher quality. It's just you're missing information. You give yourself a B this week. You get minimal justification here. You've you oh, here we are. Do you have a document here? So you have the deep learning document. All right, so that's good. You've given me a very detailed summary here, which is, I think, very good, actually. So that's kind of A quality, right? You spend a lot of time in your personal project. And here's the schedule. So that's produced. So that's good. That's solid. And it's interesting that this week, I think you gave yourself a B when you actually made a lot of progress. Again, these projects need to be, you need reflection here. So missing reflection. Um, so that's missing. And then you're missing something here. You're missing the in-class bit, which is important. And if you miss the class, then you have to go to the video at the top of the lesson to finish the task. And then here you're giving yourself a B. Now you don't need to continue to give yourself grades on this. I took that out of it, but just because I'm trying to reduce your workload. You've got the Gen AI tool resources here. You're supposed to find this, and it looks like, but well, use Grammarly. Okay, Grammarly is a tool that, yeah, you're supposed to pick something unique. It's not really a teaching and learning tool, Grammarly. So uh, you're supposed to try to learn some other stuff. You spent 8 hours on the project, and I'm not sure. You're spending a lot of time on these projects. This is a Sunshine Senior Group program. You got a proposal there. Okay, it's interesting. So I'm not sure what this is about because it's focused on improving seniors program, increasing attendance. I brainstormed and created prompts. Okay, that's good. So eventually you're going to have to give me a list of the projects and a self-evaluation because it's hard for me to keep up. Sometimes it's in, sometimes it isn't. It's missing here. So this is missing. So I'm seeing you're doing a lot of work. It's a little disorganized, but it's pretty good. And yeah, you don't need to do that part, which I'm glad you didn't. Here, you're giving a reflection here as a B plus, 2 hours, innovative ways, and then you've got your list, which is great. That's solid. For some reason, you're not doing your in-class contributions. I'm not entirely sure. So, and then your project is a prompt bank for teachers. So you're doing something for each week, which you don't need to. Remember, there's just a total of 36 hours and you're done. You've got some pretty juicy prompts here. And then again, missing, and I'm pretty sure you were in class, as I recall. So that's missing. So I would say you're kind of at a B plus. There's lots of stuff missing, but what you've done is good. And what you need to do, though, is definitely submit your projects because I need to assess them. All right, that's my feedback.